Good evening and welcome to Dermist Mondays. I'm Ali and this week I'm flying solo. I'm going to be showing you a wee bit about my pedal board, but also I got a new addition to the family. Enter Electro Harmonics Bass Mono Synth. For those of you that have been watching Dermist Mondays, I have been on the hunt to try and find a solution to make my bass sound a wee bit more like a keyboard and get a bit more of the digital sounds that are on the Dermist album. And so it's been quite difficult. I've been using my Electro Harmonics Bass Micro Synth pedal, which is absolutely amazing, but I wanted to try out some other options. Now, I've had the Boss SYB3, I think it is, the grey one, and I wasn't that mad on some of the sounds, so I sold the Boss pedal on eBay. I got £71 for it, which is pretty good. And I also sold my Synth GT3 guitar pedal because I don't use it. And for those of you that know me, I don't really hold on to things for too long, and unless I'm using it, it's gotta go. I thought I'd try this out. I managed to get it on GAC. I think it was for £99. Yeah, we're going to give this a wee spin and see what sort of sounds we get from it. So here we go. The box is a wee bit ripped. Comes packaged. Comes with its own power supply, which is pretty good. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to power it from my Gator power block in the pedal board. ASMR. Now the kids are in there. Here we go. It's quite a light pedal. Foot switches don't click, which is interesting. It's a bit like my Synth amp. And I quite like the design of it as well. It's quite a pretty looking pedal. Let's see that up there. There we go. Let's get this hooked up into the chain. One thing that I've noticed immediately is that there's two outputs on this. So there's an input and then there's an expression input as well. I would imagine you'd be able to use that for a wah pedal to change I think it changes the sensitivity of each of the patches, and it's also got a preset button, so that should be quite good for storing certain sounds. But what I've noticed is it has a dry output and also a synth output. Now, I'm surprised at this because it's got a volume control for the dry and it's got a volume control for the synth. So if you were planning to put this pedal into your chain and you weren't using a line selector, you would only be able to use the dry output or the synth output. That must be what people are looking for, but I didn't realise that when I bought this. But fortunately, I have a line selector pedal here anyway, which is a bit of a pain because what I like to have on my line selector is just a clean, dry bass signal and then an effects signal, which I like to blend, but I'm going to have to put this on a separate one. So I'll put this into the chain and yeah, we'll see how we get on. Here we go. We have power. Okay, so this is just the clean sound, just straight bass into the interface. So this is the Synth amp bass driver. Just gives me a bit of extra drive. It means I can change the blend. I've got a level control, I've got a presence control, I've got bass and treble. So this is now with the Exotic Effects bass preamp. Oh, it's quite growly. I think that's my overdrive channel. Let's kick that out just now. And now let's introduce the bass mono synth, and let's see what's happening. So we're going to start on the first option, which is laser. Ooh. Okay, like that. So I've got the volume right up on this. I've got sensitivity and I've got control. I'm going to turn the output on the line selector up on this side of the channel, just so I can hear it a wee bit more. I'm going to turn the clean down a tiny wee bit, just to see what the sound is like. Let's adjust the sensitivity. Ooh. So that's laser. Next one is X fade. Ooh, I like that. That's almost like an organ, which is quite cool. Quite like that. That's the X fade. This is acid. I'm not sure what acid is, but sounds a bit like a wet fart. I'm not mad on that. I'm excited about the next one though. Cosmic is the next one. Yes. Definitely more like the synth sound that I'm kind of looking for. Very, very, very cool. I like that one. Just adjust the sensitivity a little bit more. Next one is just called Sub. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the sub setting. Definitely nowhere near the sort of sounds that I can get from the bass micro synth for sub sounds. So I'll probably stay well away from that one. Next one is, the next one is growl. Grr. Bit disappointing. Maybe I need to adjust the sensitivity a bit. Let's have that. It's more like a bam 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 bam, but not very growly. Disappointed in the growl. The next one is called Wub. Yeah, I'm off the bus with that sort of stuff. Not the type of sounds that I'm looking for. Wobble. It's a wobble. Unison. Unison, quite like that. Definitely more of a distorted sound. Not so much of a synthy sound, but definitely like Unison. Next one is Twin. Yeah, no, I already don't like it. Although it has got a, what's the sound? that song. Sexy boy. Air, that's what it is. It's a cool sound, definitely a cool sound, but probably don't see myself using that very much. Interested about the next one? Spectre. Spectre. It's a bit gimmicky sounding as well. Probably would stay away from that sound as well. You need to excuse me, Matt. I've got these crappy wee headphones in. All my headphones are elsewhere. And this cable is getting in the way of the strings. Quite a lot of mistrigger with that one. You need to be like right on the note, I think, and be really defined with your playing on that one. If you're doing quite a lot of fast notes or slides or hammer-ons, it's probably going to mistrigger on that sound. Spectre, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. And lastly, on the bass mono synth, we have Oblivion. So I've got high hopes for Oblivion because, well, just the name of it sounds epic. In fact, they don't have an epic one. It should be an epic. Epic. Yeah, that's definitely a bit more, definitely more like the keyboard synth sounds that we're after with the Oblivion setting. Headphones! Headphone cable! Yeah, I quite like it. I think the thing is though, it'd be interesting to compare this with the bass microsynth. So let's put that off, and let's put the bass microsynthesizer on. Such a great sounding pedal. I'm just even wondering, did I just keep the bass microsynth on a separate channel and just kick that in? I don't know anymore. And I think that's the thing about the bass microsynth is it's very, very good on the higher notes because it's got room to breathe with the sub-octave and the octave and the resonance that the bass microsynth gives out. But when you go to the lower notes, it does start to get a bit lost. And so I think after all of that, I'm not 100% sure yet. I think I'm going to persist with the bass mono synth and spend a bit more time with it, find out what it's like live. The good thing is that I can blend my channels. I just don't have a clean channel anymore, a dedicated clean channel, because my preamp channel, my gain and overdrive pedal is on that channel now. But all in all, I think the Electro Harmonix bass mono synth is going to be quite a useful pedal. I think it's definitely going to suit some of the songs that we're playing live. I think there's maybe 2 or 3 sounds that I would stick to. Definitely some sounds on there that are a bit gimmicky, I think, and probably stay away from. Definitely still room for the bass micro synth. I think probably maybe a combination of these for different songs will be quite good. And yeah, I hope you've been enjoying this content. A wee insight into the pedal board as well. And remember to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Check out the album, because it's there, man. And yeah, hopefully get this in for a rehearsal soon with the guys. Hope you've been enjoying this. Thanks for watching. Sorry you're stuck just with me this week. And I'll catch you next week on Dermist Mondays. Bye! See ya! Sayonara! And cut.